During MTech, I had one of the lowest phase of my life. I lost my father, and third attempt was in 2022, where I scored a rank of 202. I got placed in Micron.
Hello Reshma, welcome to our channel and how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also doing good. Can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
I'm Reshma Bhagat, and I completed my BTech in 2018 from Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College. Thereafter, I worked in TCS for 1.5 years. Then I applied for GATE, and currently I'm doing MTech in VLSI from IIT Kharagpur.
So how many attempts have you given in GATE and what was your previous ranks in GATE exam?
I have given a total of three attempts. One was during my final year in 2018, where I disqualified, and then second attempt was in 2021, where I scored a rank of 2,700, and third attempt was in 2022, where I scored a rank of 202.
So second attempt was your proper attempt. You prepared like full time for GATE and your rank was in 2000 change, right?
Yes, I prepared full time.
So what were the changes you had in the next attempt that got a very good rank comparing with the previous attempt?
In the previous attempt, I did not complete my full syllabus, and I did not practice a lot. So there was lack of practice, which I did in my final attempt. And I gave a lot of tests in 2022 attempt. These were the changes which I make.
Like how many hours you used to study when you were preparing for GATE?
Average was 8 hours, if I would say. Some days it was 10 hours, 6 hours, but average 8 hours I used to study regularly, daily.
Apart from coaching, how many hours you used to put in for self study?
No, in 2022, I was not enrolled with any coaching because the syllabus which I did, the video lectures which I watched was in 2021 attempt itself. And 2022, I completely focused on practice and tests. So I was not giving time for video lectures. 8 hours self-study only.
So what was your daily routine when you were preparing for GATE?
I used to wake up around like 7:30, freshen up, take breakfast, and sit in library by 9 o'clock. Then 3 hours I would study with 5 to 10 minutes of break in between. After 1 hour, I used to take 5 to 10 minutes of break, and I used to study like that till 12:30. Then I used to take bath, lunch, and then a small nap. And again, I used to go and sit in library around 3 o'clock. Till 5, I used to study, so 2 hours there. Then at 5 o'clock, I used to take a small tea break of 15-20 minutes. Then again study till 8:30 p.m. Then have dinner 10 to 12 a.m. Again, I used to do some simple things like reading short notes, which I could do lying on bed, which would not require more concentration. Those kind of study I used to do during that time, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then again, I used to sleep. Like 7 to 8 hours sleep was minimum required for me. One nap also in afternoon.
In case if you are preparing for GATE 2025, AS Academy is starting new batches on February 19. I would suggest you to join coaching as early as possible because in that way you can find plenty of time for revision and mock tests. And if you are planning to take online batches, you can use the code MATIC10 to get 10% off on all the courses. I'll add more details in description. You can probably check it out there.
So are you kind of this studious from the beginning or is it after this failure in the first attempt in GATE?
No, I was not much studious during BTech. I was studious during my school time, but then in BTech, I did not study much. I was working in TCS, then also I did not study. But then I thought that no, I have to do something good. This career is not good for me. I can do better. I have potential. So then I left TCS and started working on this and studied a lot.
Okay, let's come to your MTech journey. How's college life at Kanpur?
Studying a few weeks before exam would do. It is not that much hectic in Kharagpur as compared to other colleges which I have heard. Yeah, at least I've learned more here than my BTech. My BTech college I studied nothing. Here you have to study. Yeah, placements. Finally, if you are in Villas, you'll get placed.
Where did you get placed?
I got placed in Micron.
So what were the companies that visited Kharagpur this year?
For VLSI, companies like Qualcomm, Texas Instruments, Micron, Intel, Samsung Semiconductors, and onsemi. These are the major companies which visited for VLSI.
What's the average salary? In which range is it?
The average would be somewhere around 30 lakhs or that, and minimum is 25 LPA.
Base would be somewhere from 15
Base,
to 18, right?
yes, yes, 14.5 to 18.5, 19.5, like that. That is the range of the fixed salary.
And CTC is somewhere between 25 to 35.
Yes, PI will offer 39. Rest 31, 35, and 25 is the minimum.
If you're not going to TI, you can reveal the figure anyways. Fine. So,
Yeah, actually, TI did not recruit for digital profile, and I was solely preparing for digital. I don't like analog at all.
how many students got placed and how many are still preparing for placements?
Strength is around 30 students, and other than 4 students, all are placed.
All are placed in VLSA domain only.
Yes, in the first phase itself, and within 2 days, other than 4 students, all are placed.
Were there any international offers also, or all are Indian offers only?
Sorry, I forgot to mention TSMC. TSMC also visited. TSMC recruited one candidate.
But Taiwan
TSMC also
or
visited.
Singapore?
Taiwan.
What's your CGPA, if I may know?
It's 8.84.
Oh my God. And it's till 3 semesters, right?
Ah.
Since we are talking about placements, how did you prepare for placements, especially for digital VLSA role? How did you prepare?
So first thing is that I went thoroughly with my digital electronics notes, gate notes. For written test, I practiced previous year question papers, and for written test, some C programming, digital electronic notes, and aptitude. These are only needed. Mostly, these will cover the written test. And then for interview, I followed some video lectures from NPTEL, like Digital VLSI of Janki Raman, then Verilog lectures by ISG sir, Professor ISG, and then few lectures on STA, FIFO. These are important subjects which we study here as coursework. Those subjects also I prepared, and physical design lectures is also there in NPTEL by ISG sir. These are mainly needed, and few parts of computer architecture also I studied from IIT Guwahati. I don't remember professor's name. There's in NPTEL, so those lectures I followed.
Do you really think interviewers will ask questions on Verilog or physical design? Because whatever interviews we had faced, questions were mostly on digital circuits, CMOS, and a little bit of fundamentals on EDC. Did they ask anything about physical design or Verilog? Did you face any questions?
For me, questions were mostly from those portions only, physical design and Verilog. Since my MTP also focuses on Verilog, as I said that I did my project in Verilog, and so they were testing me in Verilog a lot.
Yeah, that might be the reason for them asking you mostly in Verilog.
Yes.
Hardly seen interviewers asking Verilog questions in interviews itself. Because once you're experienced, they might ask interviews in other companies. Since you're a fresher, you might not be having very good knowledge in Verilog unless and until you are doing some project there. People, if they're doing some EDC related projects, they might be not having much knowledge in Verilog, right?
They might not be having, but if you want digital role, what I feel is that, and if you mention Verilog in your CV, then they will ask. And from physical design, they asked me low power questions, low power design questions. It was me who was taking through those things as I studied those for interview. So I was very comfortable in those, and I wanted them to ask questions from those portions.
So you were pushing them to ask questions in those areas.
I was comfortable in Verilog, so I wanted them to ask me questions from Verilog, and they asked me to write Verilog codes on some Fibonacci series also. So it's okay. FIFO, whenever they ask me something question, and I mention if the answer could be FIFO, I mention them, and then they would go deeper in FIFO because I know that okay, I know FIFO, I can tackle any question on FIFO.
So were there any lowest points, or did you ever feel depressed during this entire journey, GATE preparation, or like this MTech placement journey? How did you overcome that depression?
See, during GATE preparation also, you will find lowest points that what if I cannot do, what if rank will not be this and that. Many phases like that will come. But I figured it out that these things came to my mind when I was not studying. So, khali dimag shaitan ka ghar, it is like that. So, when I will study a lot, then these thoughts will go from my mind. So this was that during a preparation, and yes, during MTech, I had one of the lowest phase of my life. I lost my father. That was the time when I could not appear for my semester exams. I was very far from all the students with whom I was competing. All my batchmates were preparing for placements, and I was 2 months behind them. So I had to prepare for my semester exams, prepare for placements, everything, and 2 months was out of my calendar. That was very difficult to manage, but I had my friends who helped me a lot, and one of them is Prabhat. He helped me a lot in that phase to cope up with the syllabus, and ultimately, with that hard work and support, I was able to compete with them who were ahead of me.
Dad must be feeling really happy right now.
He is. I was thinking that how could I cope up? Everyone is so ahead of me. Everyone has completed their video lectures. They are now practicing previous year questions, and I'm still left with the syllabus to do. But with time, it was like that. I was competing with them. I was at the same level, so I had to work hard during that time. But and thanks to Prabhat, he helped me.
Honestly speaking, you're so strong because even after such a loss, you bounced back really soon and you got placed in first phase itself. Congratulations for your job.
Thank you so much. And yes, for placements, I was shortlisted for many companies. I was shortlisted for Qualcomm, TI, Micron, Intel. Most of the companies I was shortlisted, and Micron visited in day one, and in that only I got.
So let's assume that you just completed BTech now. Now you could choose your career path once again from scratch. So which career path would you love to choose?
I would choose this path only. I am liking this path, but the only change I would like to make is that I invested 1.5 years in TCS. So if that could have been reduced and I would have joined IIT Kharagpur earlier, I would not say that I would have never joined TCS. If I would have never joined TCS, then maybe during gate preparation, if some low point comes, I would feel form for TCS that okay, I will do this job. So I should have tasted that, but I should have realized within 2 3 months, 1.5 years, 1 year, 6 months, I would not have wasted. I would have realized it in 2 3 months and then leave it and pursue this career.
I spent 2 years in Infosys, but I had no regret. I completely enjoyed that. So I had a good time.
uh,
The only sad part is less salary. Other than that, everything is cool in these service-based companies, Infosys, TCS, Wipro. Apart from salary, everything is like so comfortable. Work-wise, there will not be much work, and it
uh,
will be very colorful also. So everything was so good except the salary.
except the salary. And one thing I didn't like, I had to work in shifts. That also I didn't like. That I did not like, and salary. And I thought that okay, I can do better now. Like whatever salary I was earning at that time, I spent 3 years on me, and now the package I received is 10 times more than that, which none of the switches could give. And that was not my domain, electronics domain. It was not there. So and I did not like those coding a lot, so I could not do better in that.
Oh.
I like digital. So this is the only place where I want to be.
Excellent, excellent. Let's have a quick rapid fire. Since you have got a good gate rank, you might be having other career opportunities also. So that's why I'm asking this rapid
Yes.
fire. PSUs versus private jobs.
Private jobs.
Okay, considering the market situations right now, there are a lot of layoffs happening, right? So government jobs versus private jobs.
Private jobs, considering a good package.
Okay, so masters in India versus masters abroad.
Masters in India. I won't see myself settling in abroad. Settling in India.
Settling in India, nice. Lot of money versus a peaceful life.
A balance between both.
So you have balanced the answers also. What's that one suggestion you want to give to future aspirants who are stuck up in their GATE or ESC preparation for 3 to 4 years? What would you like to convey a single message?
Stuck up for 3 to 4 years is a lot. You should not stop early, but you should not continue it late also. If you are stuck up for 3 to 4 years, it's a lot. You should know when to leave. And I would not suggest that after 1 year also you leave it, because 1 year is too less. You can try for next year also. You can give it 2 years or 3 years maximum. You can give for one competitive exam if it needs requires that. But 3 4 years I won't suggest. Then you should think about it twice. You should know when to stop also.
For those of you who don't know, Reshma also has an YouTube channel. You can check that out. I'll put the details in description. She makes videos related to GATE preparation. So thank you so much, Reshma, for joining me today.
Thank you, Ajay.